And I also got new glasses. This, if you couldn't tell, wait, this is my finished sweater. I did my first sweater! This is the Tuesday after my trip. I just got back yesterday. So much driving, oh my gosh. If you hear music in the background, it is not the YouTube music. My dad plays sousaphone and he is playing downstairs. And I wanted to bless you guys with some magnificent sousaphone playing from my father. So be blessed. Be blessed. Hey, Sprouts. It's me. Your favorite Cotton Eye Joe, cowboy, onion. And today we're gonna talk about this sweater. I don't know if it's gonna be at the beginning of the video or at the end, but I knit this sweater in a week, and it is my first knitted sweater I've ever made, and I am kind of in love with it. Kind of had a hard time, not like while making it, truthfully, but I had a hard time. And I didn't think it was gonna end up like this, like looking like this. I thought it was gonna look way different. But you know, I love it. I love everything about it. I love how it came out. This is my new baby, my third baby. It's so good. It's honestly too good. And I'm ready to talk about this sweater with you guys since it is now done. I washed it, I blocked it out in the sun, and it's still kind of wet, but I'll put it on my body anyways, and I'm so happy about it. It is, so it's supposed to be a turtleneck. It's supposed to be a turtleneck. So I think going through it now, realizing what happened, first of all, let me tell you guys, this is the step-by-step sweater. This is the pattern, handmade by Florence. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. If you guys want to check it out, I'll try and put it in the description down below. It's super easy. She also has a video tutorial to go with the pattern, so it's really easy to work up, whether you are a visual learner, an audio learner, a learner like me. Then you can use whatever format you need to get into how do I make a raglan increase. What the heck does M1R mean? Cause I didn't know. And now I know. So go check out that pattern. Go check out all of that. But your pattern, your thing might not come out like mine did. Okay, so I made a gauge swatch. This was my project bag, which this bag is it had sheets in it. My bed sheets are this, so I like to use the bags that I already have to use as my project bags and not just like throw them away, because it is like made out of fabric. So why not use what we already got, right? I made the swatch, right? And I was like, perfect. I meet gauge, beautiful, wonderful swatch. We've seen this swatch before. Gorgina Swatchina. I washed it, I dried it. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful swatch, right? I think that I made the wrong size. So, going by my bust measurement, I made size C because I am 90 centimeters across the bust, right? And it says that I am 90 centimeters, and you're supposed to go with the size that adds 15 centimeters in positive ease. And positive ease is all this extra space in here. No ease is like straight down to my body. Negative ease is like coming in on my body. So all of this extra room is positive ease. So I added the 15 centimeters for positive ease in my sweater because that was what was recommended by the pattern. I believe that I should have just went with my gut and did the smallest pattern, because we have to remember I am this big, and it's tough because I usually have to like do things like this, like finesse a pattern. It looks like I don't have any pants on, but I do, I promise. I usually have to finesse things like this because I am this big, but I do have boobs. So it's difficult. So then when I wear this, it fits perfectly, but also it's huge. Like, it is huge on my tiny little body. And like the raglans go down so far. When it said this thing, when it said how many raglans I had to do, I was like, it's a lot of counting. So I did a lot of counting. I did a lot of marking on my pattern. I did a lot of highlighting. I read the whole pattern before I started, which is important. Do that every time. And I also figured out that I didn't have enough yarn for this sweater, which I did not realize before I started making it. I did not calculate the right calculations to make this sweater, but thankfully I am this big, so it worked out just fine. It actually worked out better than I originally thought, because before I blocked it, I was like, oh, it's just a little shorter than what I actually want it to be. I want it to be a little longer. And apparently this beautiful Noro yarn stretches like a dream. So she stretched on down, and it is perfect length for me now. But the drop shoulders is very boxy and back wing. You get what I'm saying? You're picking up my drift. But like I said, I absolutely am in love with it now that it is done, now that I've made it, now that I can wear it. I think it's literally one of the most gorgeous things I've ever made. I showed my dad, who's playing the sousaphone, and he was like, wow, it looks like you like bought that out of a shop. And this is like one of the first times that I've made something that like people have been like, oh my gosh, like it looks like you went to the store and bought it at the store. And I'm like, you guys, why do you love me so much? So I'm honestly super proud of myself. I've caught the knitting bug. I want to make everything ever now, and I can't wait to see what else I make. Another thing that happened with this sweater is, let's talk about a couple of the mistakes that I made, which you see how gorgeous it is. So really, what's a few little mistakey wakies, you know? So the arms are not the same length. You probably cannot tell, but I can, but they're not the same length. As you can see, they're pretty short because I didn't know if I would have enough yarn, so I stopped them pretty short. If you remember in the non-blocked, she was all the way up here. Now she's all the way down here, which I was okay with the length being like right here. Not so okay with the length being right here. Thankfully, I still have my swatch, which I can add to this, and I still have this much yarn. So I really, not including this or this, those are for the armholes. I have this much yarn, so I really could just add, undo, add, undo, add. I don't know how much stretch I will be stretching, but you know, I could add. It would be fine. I don't think I need to add any more to the body of this. I think it is the perfect length. It is so cute. I love it. And I also messed up on the ribbing on the back of the shirt. I'm not gonna show you. I'll show you, or I guess I could do it over here. I can talk over here. But if I do that, it's so small and minute. Like, I only messed up on one row, and it's the beginning row, because I got this half perfect, but then I messed up on the back because I doubled a purl. It's not life-threatening. So I am so happy with this. I have shown my knit ladies, and they were very surprised that I finished it in a week. They were like, wow, you're fast. But also, I wanted to talk about what I got when I was up there at the thrift store, at the yarn store in Charleston, because I never showed you guys what I actually got from the yarn store. So, this is how excited my cat was to see me, that she ripped the bag up. Yes. So, you can already kind of see what I got. But this is the yarn shop that I got it from. It's called Wild and Woolly. And we had so much fun in there talking to all the people. And tumbling out of the box is the first thing. One of the happiest things that I got. All of these things are happy. I'll save the best one for last. And the cheapest because it was a gift. These, I have a mighty need. I cramp up in this hand so bad. It's very uncomfortable and it makes me have to stop knitting, crocheting, whatever I'm doing. And I don't like that. So I got these gloves. They're brown. They're beautiful. I love them. They do what they say they do. They were expensive, so I'm glad they do what they say they're gonna do. So there you go. I also got this beautiful yarn. It says Wild and Woolly, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. And it says that it is Low Country Blues Studio Sock Fingering. It is 75% merino, 25% nylon, 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, and approximately 440 yards. Hand wash, cold, dry, flat. It's dyed exclusively for Wild and Woolly by the Fiber Studio at Yarns to Die For, Charlotte. So I asked for specifically a yarn that was dyed specifically, or like a special yarn to the yarn shop that I was visiting, and she said this one and another one, and I picked this one because she girl is a blue girl. I'm blue, double D, double die. If I was green, I would die. No, I also love green. If I was yellow, I would die. 'Cause I'm blue, I'm alive. I don't know. Usually I film my videos in the morning and it's not the morning. So if the vibes are a little different, that's why. The next thing that I got, which was actually the first thing that I was like, ooh, when I went to the yarn shop, was this Creative Fluffily. Fluffily. What is she doing under? Can you get out of here, please? What are you doing? Creative Fluffily. I'm going with that. And it is from Rico Design. And I had never heard of Rico Design. I don't know why I haven't heard of Rico Design. I've been watching a lot of knitting stuffs and crochet stuffs and fiber art stuff. And I still haven't heard of Rico Design. So I wanted to try them out. So I got this, and it is 150 grams. It's a DK weight. It's 420 meters. It's 40% cotton, 30% polyester, 20% acrylic, 10% wool. So a blend, a very much so blend. But I got it because I love a good peach color. I think a pastel peach is so pretty, and it also has these shimmers in it. I don't know if the camera is gonna pick it up, but it has these little flecks in it that I think are so cute. And they had a scarf there that actually they made out of this yarn, and it was so soft, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get one of those. So this one was calling my name like a little siren, so I had to pick it up. And I had to pick this guy up, and my little eyes that was scoping around, seeing exactly what I need to get, caught something very, very, very important. Let me go get it real fast. I actually had this by my bedside table, so if that tells you anything at all. No, the cat's trying to get into the bag again. She's already decimated the bag. So I got this beautiful furls 10mm crochet hook. Oh I'm just really thankful. I'm just really thankful. I just like to I don't even know what to say. Like no, I do not make money from this YouTube channel. Not yet, at least. Not as of recording this video. But the singular joy that I get out of meeting these people at these yarn shops and talking craft and seeing them light up about what they're working on and what they have to offer and all of these things, it just makes me love the craft more. It just makes me realize how much of a community is out there for fiber arts. And we're going on to a tangent, so if you want to skip ahead, you can skip ahead, but I'm gonna go into my little tangent. But I was literally thinking about this right when I was brushing my teeth this morning, weirdly enough. And I was like, I think I just love old things, right? I love tattoos. Tattoos are ancient. So much history behind them, so much meaning behind them. They are such a unique craft, a unique experience. Love tattoos. I love yarn. I love knitting. I love crocheting. One of the oldest crafts in human history, honestly, like making garments, period. Old. And I find that the community that I build while creating this channel is so good. My favorite. And the fact that I get to talk about this and people watch these videos and enjoy me hearing me talking about it or listening to me in the background, it really is such an ego boost. It really is just really nice. It really is nice. And it shows me that there is such a vast community out here working on this, loving old things just like I do, and making it new, making it inventive, making it a different thing than what it used to be, or revamping or reducing or reusing. But let's talk about this crochet hook. So furls, the reason why I freak out when I see a furls hook, these babies are $26 each. $26. They are a steep hook. Steep in price is what I mean. And they are, you can see why. They're just freaking gorgeous. They're stunning hooks. They have an ergonomic handle that is just this, the whole hook is made out of resin. I'm pretty sure it is a streamline hook. A tampered hook? I can't remember. I'll put it here what kind of hook it is. But they are absolutely beautiful. And honestly, I might just have this as a display piece. I don't use a lot of 10mm stuff, but this hook is so good. So good to me. So I will put this in its place. For right now, it's gonna go right there. Can you see it now? There you go. Beautiful. So with that, that is everything that I got in Charleston, South Carolina. I know there's a few spots that I haven't been to in Savannah. I do want to go there. Like the Freight Knot is one of them that I really want to go to. I wasn't able to get there this time because of Labor Day weekend and all that, even though they're having a yarn crawl right now this week as we speak. It's called the Sweet Georgia Peach Yarn Crawl. but it's like from the border of Tennessee all the way to the border of Florida, and I don't know how I'm gonna go. Your girl cannot make that trip, okay? That's a lot of space. Georgia is one of the biggest states on the eastern border, on the eastern coast. And I don't think people remember that. But yeah, that would be like a 6-hour trip for me to go from the top to the bottom with no breaks in between, and just hitting the yarn shops, and then it would take another 4 hours for me to get home. So I'm not gonna do that. And I got a lot of packing to do. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please give me a like down below telling me that you liked this video. If you really like this video, then please leave me a like. No, I already said that. Leave me a comment. You can like it twice, but if you like it twice, it'll unlike it. So it's only like it an odd number of times. So you can like it 1 time or 3 times or 5 times, but not 4 or 2, because if you do that, then it's just okay. But if you leave me a comment, then I'll know. If you leave me a comment, then I'll know for sure that you liked it. Okay? And if you want to share this video, you could share it. That's also a thing. And if you want to stick around and see every upload that I do on Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I live in Georgia, so it's always going to be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then you can subscribe. You can subscribe and you can ring the bell for notifications when I upload on Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. So, I have a lot of yarn to clean up. Like I said, I gotta pack, and I gotta make sure this place is organized before I leave for my long trip. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and let me know how you feel about my sweater. I mean, aren't you in love? Aren't you in love? So good. I made it with my own 2 hands. I birthed it myself. So, yeah. I love you guys. I hope you have a blessed one. And if you don't want to have a blessed one, then have a Hades Town lit one. My bag over there is Hades Town. Yeah, did you? You should know that I'm a musical theater nerd. If you didn't, I got my BFA in musical theater. So, yeah. I'll see you guys on the flip side. And I also love you. So, bye.